Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to another edition of About Last Nightmare. Now, this is a series I do with my very good friend Nick, the Last Shoegazer, where we watch a movie that we both have in our collections. We do a two-part review. We watch the movie separate but together, and message back and forth. Sometimes ripping on the film, sometimes giving fun facts, but overall, just having a great time. Now, of course, my part is part one, where I do the facts and figures, and Nick takes care of part two, which is a synopsis, our overall take, and rating on the film. Now, in continuing with our Charles B. Pierce overview, we decided to watch The Evictors. Now, this is the Town That Dreaded Sundown Scream Factory Blu-ray, which comes with a double feature on the DVD side. Not really sure why they did it like that. But if you see, the DVD has the Town That Dreaded Sundown and The Evictors. Now, the Blu-ray, of course, only has the Town That Dreaded Sundown. Not really sure why they did that. But Scream Factory did release a separate Blu-ray of The Evictors. So, I've been very tempted to get that because I absolutely love this film. Now, The Evictors is a 1979 film, which runs approximately 92 minutes, and is written and directed by the late, great Charles B. Pierce, who unfortunately passed away on March 5th of 2010 at the age of 71. Now, he was responsible for The Legend of Boggy Creek and Boggy Creek 2, The Legend Continues. He, of course, did The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which is a part of this Blu-ray DVD set. And he also did a movie called The Norseman with Lee Majors of $6 Million Man fame. Now, this stars also the late great Michael Parks, who actually I had forgotten had passed away, as Ben Watkins. Now, he passed away on May the 9th of 2017 at the age of 77. He was in Sorceress, From Dusk Till Dawn 1 and 3. Don't know why he wasn't in 2. Kill Bill, Volumes 1 and 2. Tusk, which is a Kevin Smith film. And probably my favorite performance of his, besides Tusk, is Red State, which is also a Kevin Smith film, and a very good one at that. This also stars Jessica Harper as Ruth Watkins. She was in Shock Treatment, which is I guess it's the sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And it's the original Suspiria and the remake. This also stars Vic Morrow as Jake Rudd. He unfortunately passed away on July 23rd, 1982, at the age of 53. Now, he was in Humanoids from the Deep, and a movie I saw in the theaters, which got pulled shortly after, called Great White, but is more commonly known as The Last Shark here. They got sued from Steven Spielberg or Universal, I can't remember which, for being a blatant Jaws ripoff, which it was. More of a Jaws 2 ripoff, in my opinion. And it got pulled from the theaters. But probably most infamously, he was in The Twilight Zone, where unfortunately he lost his life during the motion picture shooting. Now, as I said before, Charles B. Pierce is one of my favorite directors. Unfortunately, I forgot about him when I did my 5 favorite directors, but I'm sure he probably would have made at least the top 10. Because I love his style of movie making. Town of Dread of Sundown, The Evictors, Legend of Boggy Creek are some of my favorite films. And I just like the style. I do like the remake, but not as much as the original. Now, an interesting thing about this film, The Evictors was released through American International Pictures. And it was actually one of the very last films to be released by American International Pictures. Not sure if you guys know who they are, but they did a lot of horror in the 70s. Yeah, basically in the 70s, and I guess in the 60s. They did some Hammer films. Amityville Horror, I believe, was one of their pictures that they released. But, yeah, I always liked their films. Now, definitely check Nick, The Last Shoegazer, for part 2 of About Last Nightmare, where he, of course, is going to do a synopsis, our rating, and our take on the film. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.